Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a powerful story from the Gospel of Matthew, one that holds deep lessons for our own lives and our journey in faith. It's the story of Jesus walking on water, but we're going to look at it from a fresh perspective. After Jesus calmed the storm, the disciples in the boat had a profound realization. They worshipped him, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." This wasn't just a casual compliment. To call someone the Son of God was to say they were equal to God. The disciples were finally grasping the Lord's divinity, his very nature as God in the flesh. Now, this whole scene paints a vivid picture of the church, and of us as individuals. Think about it. Who are you in the boat? Are you like Peter? Quick, bold, sometimes impulsive, always ready to jump out and try something new? Or are you more like the other disciples? Perhaps more cautious, timid, and maybe even a little sleepy at times. In the church, we have both types, don't we? The quick ones and the cautious ones. Sometimes the cautious folks might look at the bold ones and think, "Oh, they're too rash. They're making a mistake." And it's true, the cautious ones rarely cause trouble. But I want to suggest something here. While we appreciate caution, it's often the bold ones, the Peters of the world, who stir things up. They're the ones willing to step out of the boat, to walk on the waves, just to get closer to the Lord. And in doing so, they're the ones who bring the Lord's presence right back into the boat with everyone. Think about it, a cautious person, a timid person, a slow person. They've never been the one to bring Jesus into the boat in this dramatic way. If the Lord comes to a boat full of cautious, sleeping people, what happens? They might wake up, say, "Oh, Lord, you're here, that's nice," and then go right back to sleep. They don't cause problems, but they also might miss the adventure. We need people who are willing to be stirred up. Of course, being quick and bold isn't about being reckless. If you're going to be a Peter and step out of the boat, there are 4 key things to remember. First, you must act on a specific word from the Lord. Peter didn't just jump. He said, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." He waited for the invitation. Second, your direction must always be toward the Lord himself. The goal isn't just to walk on water. The goal is to get to Jesus. Third, the purpose is to get into his presence, to be with him. And fourth, you have to come back to the boat. You bring that experience and the Lord's presence back to the community. If you take care of these 4 things, even if you stumble like Peter did, you'll be on the right track. Now, the story doesn't end there. After this incredible event, the boat reaches the shore, a place called Gennesaret. The moment they arrive, the people of that place recognize Jesus. They start bringing everyone who was ill to him. And notice what they do. They begged him that they might just touch the fringe of his garment. And the Bible says, as many as touched were made thoroughly well. This is fascinating. The healing power didn't come from some mystical energy radiating from Jesus' inner being. It came from the fringe of his clothing. What does that mean? A garment in the Bible often signifies a person's deeds, their actions, their humanity. The fringe, especially, was significant. According to the Old Testament, the Israelites were commanded to put a blue ribbon on the fringe of their garments. This was a constant reminder to walk according to God's heavenly rule, blue being a heavenly color. So, when people were healed by touching the fringe of Jesus' garment, it was a testament to his perfect human life. He lived every moment, every day, regulated by God's heavenly commandments. His humanity was perfect. This perfect, obedient life produced a kind of virtue, a healing power that could flow out to others. This isn't the same as a miraculous display of divine power. It's the healing that comes from the perfection of his humanity. How does this apply to us today? Well, the church life is where we experience the Lord's presence, just like the disciples in the boat. His presence with us, especially through storms, prepares the way for this healing virtue to flow. In the church, we experience the Lord's uplifted humanity. Think of the tree of life in the book of Revelation. It says the fruit of the tree is for food, and the leaves are for the healing of the nations. The fruit represents the Lord's divine life, which nourishes us, but the leaves represent his human deeds, his actions, which bring healing to others. In the church life today, we are meant to be a foretaste of that. When we, as the church, live a proper life, living by Christ, we begin to live out his uplifted humanity. Our lives start to look more like his, and when we live this way, a virtue is produced, a healing power that can affect the people around us. What does this healing look like? It means changing the corrupted character of the world around us. People outside the church are often living in darkness and corruption. But when they see a group of people living out the beautiful, selfless, uplifted humanity of Christ, it has a healing effect. It can change them. It can even heal other Christians who may be struggling. The story starts with a storm on the sea and ends with healing on the land. It's a journey from chaos to wholeness. By boldly seeking the Lord's presence and then living out his beautiful humanity in our community, we become a source of healing for a broken world. We don't just receive his life for ourselves. We express his life for the healing of others. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this gives you something to think about in your own walk. This message is based on spiritual material found at lsm.org. If you found this encouraging, please like the video and subscribe for more content like this. We'll see you next time.